Hello and welcome everyone, my name is Drewlik and we're doing PvP. So today another nice game on my AP Powertech. Now the thing is, it's going all too well with him, you know. I'm getting some more gear right now, so got that on that side going for me as I'm trying to burst that sniper. Does not work out unfortunately because he gets the guard immediately, as you can see right there, and he gets healed, so you know, have to look for a new target. Now this game is quite ludicrous because it is all about, as you can maybe see right now, it's all about being at south. It's a very fight heavy game. They have got quite a decent amount of healers right now, and you really have to burst through them on in some way, from some level, or I could just cleave, just doing some AoE damage, but I'm not known for doing so not gonna go do that. Rather just gonna try to single out the important people right here. So it's not too easy in a group like this to actually find the important people, who are the ones that are actually dealing damage, who are the ones that are actually healing, which ones are the bad healers that you can easily global. You have to kind of test around, but now I have kind of found my game right here. This is the operative I'm now going to stalk, and look at that massive group right there. So I'm just gonna def from above into that, because that group is just too juicy, it's just too massive to not cleave into it. And I'm, now a nice carbonize stuns them all. Always, if we've got groups like this, I'm always using AoE abilities, be it the AoE stun, or maybe the sonic missile, which is not sonic missile. I don't know what it's called. It's the mass taunt of the Powertech, whatever that thing is called. I'm using that as well because that mitigates a lot of damage if you hit a lot of enemies with it. Quite frankly, it's not that easy to hit, not as easy as with a Juggernaut or an Assassin, because it just goes from the player, but you really have to find the target really centered from the enemies that you can successfully mass taunt. But as you can see, we already tapped south, and it's going all too well as that guy gets finished with a nice 8k. And this is just a cleanup. So you see that guy, that's the sniper from earlier. Now my revenge comes in. So you see him trying to blind me, but I already, that thermal detonator says still you're gonna die. No escape there. So again, as I said, it's just a cleanup at south right here, and now we are very much looking into, maybe reinforcing the rest right here. Again, I cleaved a little right there with a nice def from above. As I said, this is about reinforcing the other emplacements, because as you can already see, they are not too interested in south, and quite frankly, I wouldn't be either if I would get wrecked that hard at south. So they are all onto getting over to the western emplacement right there, and doing some. Oh, it's not western; it's eastern. It's the eastern emplacement. But this guy tried to transition, but he got stuck between the rock and the hard place. Unfortunately for me, though, I was trying to wait for that moment when his hydraulic override ran out, but he already was out of range, so that's kind of sad. And he does his biggest mistake of his life. He thinks, well, I've got the Herefritic now I can 1v1 you. Now what's the problem with this assessment? Well, I can tell you, you're a tank, and not a particularly good one either. And it's not, I'm sorry to break it to you, but it's not working out. It really isn't. You're doing all your stuff. I'm seeing like 800 damage, absorb 400 damage. It's not looking too good, is it? And I'm not using any cooldowns either, because why should I? It's just a tank. I have no idea why this guy thought it would be a good idea to 1v1 me. But as you can see, it wasn't, and he died. Sad story. Now, as this happened, I am trying to intercept the other guy, so I'm kind of, straight lining across here to him. And as he was just about to get there, I just pulled him right back here. Get over here. Now he's back here. He immediately nets me, and I stay on range because I do not want anything of that. And now I decide to just simply take damage because I think I can. So I use the med pack right here. He's trying his stuff, but I can just tank it away. Now he has not got his quota overload, and he should easily die right there. So no problem to be had right there. That was kind of bad of him, to be honest. He tried, but he didn't do that much damage. So just going to use that heal as I'm getting pulled down again. Now he wants for a second one. Got a nice story going in this, nice narrative in this in this game right here, you know, I've got this guy who really wants his revenge, but again, I'm just going to take that, and I'm going to kill you now, I believe. But no, I think he gets his hydraulic overrides in a second, and in the immediate second that I try to pull him, he uses his hydraulic overrides, and this is the saddest moment of this game, right there. And I just bow before him in respect, because, you know, quite frankly, he trolled me right there. Just in the last second that I wanted to pull him, he uses his hydraulic overrides and gets immunity. So the mercenary from earlier just gets completely wrecked right there. Just gets, you know, raped, and I'm just heading back to south because I think that's the logical thing to do, because not much is to do here, you know. Kind of killed 3 people between these 2 emplacements right here, and just heading right back to the southern emplacement. Now what's going on here is, again, it's the shenanigans with the healers and stuff like that. So, you know, just immediately getting in here, finding the operative again, and even though he's got a guard, I'm still going to burst him, because why the fuck not? I'm a Powertech, I can burst anybody. Got a guard, I don't care, just gonna burst you anyway. So, speaking of that, the tank died, or, you know, switched his guard. No, there it is again. So the mysterious vanishing guard is there again. But again, as you can see, I just burst him right through that, and, you know, apply some pressure. Apparently, I lose interest quite easily, and, you know, do something else. I don't know what I'm doing with the tank right there in focus. So I found another healer. So they've got 2 operative healers right now. It's kind of annoying, but this one does not have a guard, so I'm really looking into bursting him, and just immediately target switched again, because I don't actually know what I'm doing. It's just kind of frantic, you know, target switching right here. There's no clear distinction. There's no clear, you know, reasoning behind this. I'm just dealing as much damage as I can because, you know, it's fun. Also, we already have the emplacement, so there's no need to try hard this. Again, finding that sniper, I think he and I are friends this game. Always when I find him, I really like to focus him. Because it's quite easy to focus him, because he's not that good with his defensive cooldowns, and he does not have that big of an output, and he does not get guard, because, you know, he rather generally have that on the healers. This guy just, you know, intervened and did not give him guard, which would have saved him, but, you know, that's just, I'm not judging, I'm just saying that's what you could have done better. You know, to save your teammates, but rather he just, you know, it's kind of a tank thing, you know, just jump right at you and deal as much damage as possible, because if you know what a tank is just to jump in and just deal as much damage as possible. Same thing that the other Powertech tried in this game earlier. Actually, that's not the actual role description. The role description is to take as much damage as possible, as this guy is just getting completely globaled. Oh my god, just look at you. Look at him go. As I was saying, a tank. He is actually there to mitigate damage, take some damage, you know, instead of other people, give a guard, maybe taunt, not to deal damage. That's something which damage dealers are for. Just putting that out there, you know, just that you know, in case you didn't. Because these tanks are trying hard to deal it. Look at him, look at that try-hard tank, how hard he's trying to deal some damage to me. Please, what are you doing? Look at him go, he's so motivated. It's almost, and he just pulled me back. I'm so mad right now because he just pulled me back, you know. I'm a Powertech, I can go into head first and 4 people, I don't even care. I'm a Powertech, you know, I'm just right in here, stunning all 4 of these guys, giving my healer some time to heal me, and now I'm finding the bigger threat, which is the sniper again. He's actually not the biggest threat. He's just my personal, you know, burst target, my target dummy right now, and I'm just using him to push my DPS. As again, the heavily motivated tank again pulls me out of that group, because he just loves to, you know, single me out, because, you know, in his heart, you know, when he clicked on the tanking spec, you know, on shield tech with the power tech thing, you know, he was just thinking, oh, I'm going to wreck some bitches so hard, and this, you know, this spark in his heart never left him. He always wanted to deal damage, and this is what he's trying to do. You know, nice firestorm. He was like, oh, that thing looks awesome. Just want to firestorm into entire groups. Well, buddy, it's not doing any damage. Sorry about that. So this game was over quite easily, as we kind of were zerging around here, not even close to the emplacement, but it was fun either way. So nice 800k damage right there, and it worked out quite nicely. So if you want to see more Powertech videos, you know, again, just let me know. My name is Drewlik, you've been watching SWToR PvP, and as always, have a good one.